Essays on Untouchables and Untouchability Political by Babasaheb Ambedkar. Chapter 3 3a. To whom the victory will go in the end is an interesting speculation, and those who are leading the movement of the Untouchables are carefully watching the situation. Whatever the ultimate result, one thing is plain that in this struggle, the odds are heavily against the Untouchables. In this conflict with the Hindus, the Untouchables are always at bay. As against caste lawlessness, the Untouchables are always helpless. The question is, why are the Untouchables always beaten? Why are they always at bay? The question is an important question and needs to be answered. The reasons why the untouchables are at bay in this struggle with the caste Hindus are quite obvious. The first reason is that the two groups are unequally matched so far as numbers are concerned. In no village do the untouchables constitute a considerable body of people as compared to the caste Hindus. Most often they are composed of a few families and their number is very small, too small to give them any power to repel an attack of the caste Hindus. Although the untouchables number 50 millions, which appears in lump to be a formidable figure, in fact they are scattered all over the villages in India, so that in each village they form a small minority pitted against a great majority of the caste Hindus. Strategically speaking, the forces are so badly distributed that they cannot but be overwhelmed by the caste Hindus. The Mohammedans in the village of some provinces are in the same position as the untouchables so far as numbers are concerned. They are also scattered throughout the villages, and in some villages, the population of the Mohammedans is much smaller than the population of the untouchables. Yet, the Mohammedans are not subjected by the Hindus to the disabilities and the indignities to which the untouchables are subjected. This is rather strange because there is a deep and as deep an antagonism between the Hindus and the Muslims as there is between the Hindus and the untouchables. This difference in treatment is due to an advantage which the Muslims have but which the untouchables do not have. It was a rule in all ancient societies that a stranger was sacred. His person must be guarded from insult and injury. The Romans had their de hospitalis, and the duties towards a stranger were even more stringent than those towards a relative. He who has a spark of caution in him, says Plato, will do his best to pass his life without sinning against a stranger. It is a stranger that so much sanctity should have been attached to the person of a stranger. There is no doubt that the sanctity of the stranger's person was not due to pure kindness. The whole conduct of group life is opposed to a general spirit of consideration for those who are outside the group. The real reason why the stranger was treated as sacred and his person is violent was because he belonged to a hostile group, and any injury to him was sure to lead to bloodshed. It was a fear of a blood feud which was the cause of this attitude towards the stranger. The same thing applies to a Mohammedan in a village. In the eyes of the Hindu, he is a stranger. But the Hindus dare not molest him because they know that any inquiry to him will be avenged by Muslims in a blood feud with the Hindus. The communal riots between the Hindus and the Mohammedans are really blood feuds, and they are caused by some injury done to a Mohammedan or to some Mohammedan interests. It is thus this fear of a blood feud which makes the life of a Muslim in a Hindu village safer. The end.